Hi, my dear friends. As always, a pleasure to speak to you. Particularly, this channel is about life and career. So, if you're someone who's going to be interested about a variety of topics on life and careers, I'll probably urge you to stay subscribed to this channel. Let's jump into this particular video. If you're on a job hunt now, looking for a career shift, you're between jobs, you probably have been given a pink slip and are waiting to find a new job. I think this video is for you. It is of very relevance and importance, primarily because I see a whole lot of candidates out there across levels depending a lot on job portals today for jobs. Yes, you heard me right. And you might think, yeah, job portals are the biggest source of jobs today. So why is this guy saying that don't depend on them? Or why is this guy hinting that he's probably looking at people who are very dependent or only relying on job portals? Trust me, whatever I say is out of my own experience, both as a candidate earlier and now as a consultant. Most of the jobs you see across job portals, it might be the topmost job portal like Naukri.com. Sorry for taking names. I'm not judging any job portal here. You could be Naukri.com, you could be Monster.com, you could be Jobstreet.com, whatever. There are probably many other job sites depending on where you are and what kind of position you are applying. At least 50 or 60% of the job postings which you are seeing in these job sites are redundant jobs. Redundant jobs in the sense that those jobs were posted about 90 days or more earlier, and the companies who have posted them have already hired someone through other sources. Yes, I keep saying this to all my candidates. Job portal, when companies advertise through job portals are not their primary source of applications. They only will exhaust all other options available to them and then come back to these job portals. Until then, job portals are only for the purpose of building the robust database which goes into a part of their human resource management system. And like any IT driven database, a proper human resource database system will only work if there are a critical mass of profiles. So the primary objective of all these companies, HR professionals, talent acquisition professionals posting a whole lot of jobs out there is only with the intent of building a robust database and nothing more, nothing less. Unfortunately, most of us don't really get to the bottom of this truth, and we really just sit blindly in front of these job portals on our computer and keep applying for jobs. And what happens is, for weeks and months we wait thinking that we applied for the right job, we were a match there, but we're not hearing any response for a particular job. So one tip I want to give you is, once you see a particular job and on a job portal, you know the name of the company, immediately go to the company's website and probably see if that particular job is listed or not. That is the alert number one. If the job is not listed there, the easiest next method is to probably reach out to someone in HR or talent acquisition of that particular company and ask them if the position is still open. And when they ask, why do you ask, you can always tell them that I saw a posting on Naukri, so I was curious to just find out whether I want to invest my time in applying for this job or not. The next question is, how do I get the phone numbers, is the normal question people ask me. Simple, go to the corporate website, look for the board numbers, and after you find out the board numbers, just reach the front office people or whomever picks up the call and ask them to connect you to somebody in talent acquisition or recruitment. If it is a small company, it will happen very quickly, but if it is a large company, maybe you'll have to try about a couple of times or 2-3 times. And once you reach the right person, or at least a person in talent acquisition or recruitment, if you're going to ask them whether they're really looking at someone for that particular position which you applied for, or the position which is listed on a job portal, immediately you know that that position is live. In all probability, you will get an answer that the position is not live, the job posting is very old, and it is just that the job portal wallas are refreshing the job time and again. A bunch of these jobs belong to this category in job portals. Once a company posts a particular job, the job portal professionals or somebody who is at the back end of the job portal keeps refreshing those jobs, giving a large impression or a mistaken notion that most of the jobs are relevant. Believe me, a whole bunch of jobs in job portals, be it the best of job portals or job portals which are at the bottom of the pyramid, a big chunk of jobs, I would probably comfortably say that 60-70% of the jobs in these job portals today belong to this category. So as a candidate or someone who has a prospective job seeker, I wouldn't want you to waste your time and energy spending a lot of time in front of these job portals. Believe me, I've seen a whole lot of people who have spent months and months together investing time and energy sitting in front of these job portals, applying for the jobs, but end of the day not being fruitful because they're just not really hitting the right target. As I said, hitting the right target is probably to reach out the corporate directly. Excuse me. Reach out to corporate directly, talk to talent acquisition HR people there, find for yourself if the position is available or not. The next big opportunity here is once you reach out to a corporate person or a company person or an HR person and talent acquisition person, you also position yourself or showcase yourself as a candidate who is very, very interested in any particular job, and that also could open wonderful doors for you in that particular organization. If there is a sane or probably very smart HR professional or talent acquisition professional who is going to attend your call, immediately he will capture your professional highlights, ask for your CV, and in case he finds a CV suitable, he's going to direct it to people, be it functional managers or talent acquisition professionals in the organization. And this is a very, very scientific method rather than just blindly depending on job portals. The same also applies to a professional network like LinkedIn. Yes, I always keep saying that there is no other network today like LinkedIn as far as professions are concerned, but at the same time, even over dependency on LinkedIn as a platform for jobs is probably not very prudent and very smart. Yes, there are a whole lot of jobs where LinkedIn also has a very, very robust LinkedIn recruiter section. A lot of companies, organizations, be it multinational companies, Indian companies, or any kind of company, subscribe to the LinkedIn recruiter service as corporates, and they do post their jobs. But again, the strike rate is probably 50% is what I would say, because as I said earlier, in the case of job portals, even here a lot of jobs are posted primarily to facilitate a robust HR management system, a robust talent acquisition system within the organization, and for that purpose their only intent is to build a database. Of course, when there is an appropriate job and your profile is right, they will come back to you, but the question is how soon will they come back to you? If they probably are going to open up the position only after the next financial year, you'll probably hear from them even after a year or 6 months. But in case you are probably in a hurry to look for a job, even depending or over dependency on LinkedIn, like I always said in the case of the job portals earlier, over dependency on LinkedIn also is probably not very advisable. Again, in the case of LinkedIn, immediately you are also going to know, or you're going to have a set of people who are working in that particular organization. They can be at the functional side, they can be a line manager, they can be probably head of talent acquisitions, they can be even vice presidents of the company. Absolutely no harm in reaching out to them and asking them if there are any open positions like what you are seeing now. And in all probability, if you have a little bit of luck on your side, these people will put you onto the right people, and in the process you will probably stand to gain in terms of a hastened recruitment process. So these are the ways in which you really have to get smarter in terms of finding a job. A lot of times if you just blindly depend on this job portals or probably forums like LinkedIn or other social media, you're just going to get frustrated, also coming to the conclusion that you probably are not so good. The fact is not that. The fact is that you're sitting in front of the wrong place and hunting for a job. So apply a lot of scientific methods in the whole thing is what my only request is. And I'm saying this out of experience. I've often seen lots and lots of people, including people who are my peers, who are some of my friends, who probably have spent months and months together doing all these things, heading nowhere at all in the job hunt process. And end of the day, what happens is they only blame these platforms, and they blame the entire system, getting frustrated about the whole thing. So my only lesson to all of you, or only information which I want to really share with you in a very, very big way and a very, very important way is, one is, use these portals only for the sake of information, and based on that information you try and make your job hunt more scientific. Apply directly to the companies, talk to people in these organizations, apply to them directly, find out who are the people who are hiring, even connect to the hiring managers and see if your luck works with them. A lot of cases, if you are a very right candidate, if you are a candidate who is perfectly fit for the role, immediately you will get a call from the organization when you directly connect with them, and that is the biggest advantage of connecting directly. Contrary to popular thinking that you cannot connect directly with organizations, or it is tough and things like that. No, it is not at all like that. It only requires some amount of initiative and some amount of research to reach the right people. I'll actually give you one more tip. where if you are not able to reach the right people. Of course, this is probably a business secret of consultants. If you have people who are consultants, if you have friends who are working in recruitment, HR in organizations, or friends who are practicing as talent acquisition professional, and you really want to reach out to somebody who in a particular organization in any particular role, just tell them that, can you find out if this person is available on the job portal? They probably as a candidate have put their profile there. Try and get their help, and probably from the profile, you don't even ask for the profile from your friend who is a talent acquisition professional. All you have to do is kindly share with me his contact number, and that is the best way to reach them. Nobody takes offense when you reach them for the right reason, and in all probability a lot of people who are like this on job portals are also hiring managers. Irrespective of where they are in the career, irrespective of which organization they are probably going to be happy to help you in hiring for the right position, because you probably are the candidate who they have been looking for very, very long. So these are the smarter ways in which you should refine your job search, rather than wasting months and months of time sitting in front of LinkedIn, sitting in front of Naukri or any other social media. Believe me, there's an entire candidate universe there who sits in front of the social media for hours and hours together without even knowing that they're just wasting time, without any unscientific backing of information there. So the biggest lesson which I want to tell you, or the biggest tip which I want to tell you today, is verify every job posting which you see is relevant to you, verify that it is available, verify it is open, and verify the hiring process is going to be active for that. All it requires is some amount of effort, some amount of research, maybe a couple of phone calls, and all the information which you need is just a couple of phone calls away. So again, my message from this particular video is, reduce your dependency on Naukri or Monster or JobStreet or even LinkedIn. Get more scientific and use the tips which I given in this video to refine your job hunt and get lucky in getting into your right job. Thanks for your time. I'm sure this video has got very good information from a job hunting point of view. Share it with all the people who's hunting for a job or who are between jobs and who will probably find it very, very interesting. I'll see you soon with another informative video. Thank you.